Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you all have been good and had some great days, guys. For today's video, we are going to go through an article on NBA Bleacher Report, every NBA team's biggest X factor down the stretch. There should be some interesting names here. I have some players in mind I would pick. So yeah, let's go through them and yeah, just see what the article says, man. I have not read it, so I can't wait to go through it with you guys together. And if you enjoy my videos, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and write me a comment. Very much appreciated. I always respond to my comments. And yeah, let's jump right into the article. So we have Austin Reeves on the main picture here. So we start with Atlanta Hawks, I guess. Yeah, they say Onyeka Okongwu, who became a starter now. I mean, the 24-year-old. They start him over Clint Capella, which definitely fits their timeline better. They made some big trades, sending out Bogdanovic. And yeah, they're really focusing on rebuilding, I imagine. So Okongwu is definitely the right answer. 14 points per game. So on a good contract, making about 15 million. So yeah, good X factor. He definitely could become even stronger. Boston Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis. For me, that's a definition of an X factor. He brings something to the team no other player can. He can stretch the floor. He can even make it like 1 or 2 meters behind the 3-point line and still knocking down those shots, those long distance threes. So yeah, for me it's the definition of an X factor. I would have picked him as well. Brooklyn Nets, Cam Thomas. Yeah, another obvious pick. Like you could even throw like a Jalen Wilson in here as well. But Cam Thomas, I mean, on a good night he gives you 25 points per game, and yeah, good player. I mean, good pick, I would say. Charlotte Hornets, Tidjane Zaloon. This year's rookie is, yeah. I mean, he's still very young, 19 years of age, but he seemed to struggle. Like, I have not watched too many Hornets games, but I definitely would not have picked him in this spot, like as an X factor. I think he could become a good defensive player and maybe knock down some shots and make some good passes, but an X factor, no, I don't think he gives you enough on the offensive side of the game. But like I said, I have not watched a lot of Hornets games. I would definitely have taken Trey Mann from the Hornets, so that would be my pick. Chicago Bulls, Kobe White. Yeah, is he going to become an All-Star at some point? I hope so. He's still young. He's only 25 years of age on a very nice contract, making about 12 million a year. So that's a steal. Good for the Bulls. I mean, X Factor. Yeah, I guess I agree because he could become like an all-star at some point. Cleveland Cavaliers, DeAndre Hunter. I mean, Ty Jerome is making a strong push. Sam Merrill is making a strong push. So they definitely have some nice options there as an X Factor. But DeAndre Hunter makes a lot of sense. It's one of his best career year. He was very good for the Atlanta Hawks this year. Now with the Cavaliers, it just fits perfectly what they're building. Like the GM from the Cavaliers should definitely become executive of the year. Maybe the guy in Houston deserves it as well. But very nice rosters there. So Dallas Mavericks, Max Christie, yeah, man. Nobody was talking about him when they got him for the Luka trade, but you know he was a Los Angeles starter. Los Angeles Lakers starting shooting guard, good defensive player, 3-and-D wing, makes the starting lineup in Dallas as well. And yeah, definitely a nice piece next to Anthony Davis in that trade, which still a lot of fans hate it, but yeah, I mean there's also some good parts in it. So Max Christie, not Cam is his brother of course, but Max Christie definitely could become an X factor. But also Derek Lively, right? Like if he can improve his passing skills even more down the line, it's going to be unstoppable, man. Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray, yeah, another great pick because he took the Nuggets pretty much himself to the championship. Of course, Jokic was there as well. But you know, without Murray, this would not have happened. You could also talk about like a Peyton Watson, Christian Brown, somebody like that. But Jamal Murray, once he gets hot, I mean, he's unstoppable. Detroit Pistons, Dennis Schroeder, yeah. I hope Jaden Ivey is that going to be at some point in his career, but now he's hurt. But with his quickness, he definitely has the potential to become just an X factor. I also hope we sign some solid big men like Tobias Harris should not be the long team answer. Like maybe a Nasser Reed would also be a very nice X factor for my Pistons. So yeah, those are the players I have in mind. But Dennis Schroeder, yeah, don't mind it because he is like the perfect leader for role model for Kate Cunningham, right? So yeah, don't mind it. Golden State Warriors, Jonathan Kaminga, no brainer. It's going to be interesting. Is he going to get the max in Golden State? I definitely think they will re-sign him. I mean, he's giving them 20.6 rebounds, 41% from three, 48 from the field. So yeah, good numbers. Houston Rockets, Jalen Green. I mean, Ken Whitmer would be an obvious pick as well. Tari Eason, players like that. But Jalen Green, he signed a contract. What was it, like 2 years, 60 million or whatever. But anyway, he got less than Şengün, so the Rockets made their decision. Şengün is their number one guy going forward. Jalen Green number two. But you know, if he gets hot, I mean, it's just crazy, man. In January, he got like 26 points. 60% from shooting percentage, and just crazy, man. Like numbers, they're just going crazy, you know. Jabari Smith Jr. would also be an interesting pick here. Could also consider him as an X Factor 3-and-D player. Indiana Pacers, Aaron Nesmith. I've not watched too many Pacers games. I thought maybe a Obi Toppin or Benedict Mathurin could also be a pick. For an X Factor, especially Mathurin. Can he be number 2 guy, number 3 guy on the offense? Quick player. I like his mentality. He's a hustler. He wants to get under your skin. He provocates. He talks some trash. I mean, yeah, that's I think a character that no other Pacers have. So I would pick Mathurin over Nesmith. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Maybe I'm completely wrong with it, but Mathurin is the pick here. Los Angeles Clippers, Kawhi. I mean, we could put Norman Powell here because Kawhi is always hurt. I mean, of course, once he's on the field or on the court, he's an X factor, but he's always hurt. So maybe that's even his X factor. Is he going to play or not? But yeah, Zubac also having a great year. Los Angeles Lakers, Austin Reeves, an obvious pick. I mean, Dalton Knecht you could put in here as well, or Jackson Hayes because he is getting a bigger role now with AD out of the building. So they also have some interesting players. But Austin Reeves is definitely an X factor. I would make him come off the bench, to be honest. 6-man guy leading the rotational the bench players, right? As a 6-man, winning that award and just finding that would be for me his perfect role. And then he could be also an X factor. But like I said, Jackson Hayes is also an X factor because he is something nobody else can give the team. I mean, maybe Alex Len is becoming something. We'll see about that. He's so big and dominant. Memphis Grizzlies, Luke Kennard. I mean, sure, like, what's happening with Norman Powell in this picture, man? Is he like closing his eyes? This looks kind of funny. But Luke Kennard, I love him. Like can just shoot the lights out. But I don't know. Maybe he needs a different situation. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, go to a team where they really appreciate you. Like, they need shooting in the Magic, the Lakers. I mean, him in a Lakers uniform, I would love that. He could really flourish there and become a very good player. You could also pick Scottie Pippen as an X factor, actually. Just came across my mind. But yeah, I don't mind Luke Kennard. I just hope he finds the perfect role for him on this team. Miami Heat, Kel'el Ware. Looks very good. I mean, the Heat, they still want to compete, but maybe they're going into a rebuild next year if they ship out Bam Adebayo, Andrew Wiggins. Tyler Hero is still young, so they could hold on to him, and then just Heat and Ware as a duo going forward. That would be very interesting, and I think that would be dangerous, you know, if they can get some nice players around them. Yeah, I mean, I like Ware, and Hero is also an X factor actually. Milwaukee Bucks, Kai Kuzma, they got him in a trade deadline for Middleton, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. I just have not watched enough games from Kyle Kuzma in a Bucks uniform. I watched like only 1 or 2, and yeah, it didn't look great. So I think he even came off the bench, but I think that was more due to like injuries or something. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Can't talk much about it, but of course he's a champion and he wins he goes to a contender. I'm just happy for him that he's out of Washington, I guess. An X factor, yeah. I mean, if he could become the 20 point per game scorer, then yeah, he's an X factor. Minnesota Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels. He looks like he has found his role now. He looks much better at the beginning of the year. I mean, he didn't look good, man. 3-and-D player and making a lot of money. But yeah, I don't mind it, man. He's a good player, good X factor. If he can pull it together and be a good piece for them, that would make the Minnesota Timberwolves a very good team to a contender, in my opinion, with Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle, Mike Conley, and those guys. Rob Dillingham could also be named, you know. New Orleans Pelicans, Trey Murphy the third is having a good year. I mean, I like Herb Jones more. Again, just because of his defensive purposes, and he can bring something to the game no other player can. He's definitely one of the best NBA defenders, going to win Depoy at some point in his career. But Trey Murphy, a player I also really like. I just don't know him and Zion, and yeah, the front office definitely has to do some work here. New York Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, yeah. I mean, remember at the beginning of the year, he averaged like 5 offensive rebounds or some crazy number like that. So if he can bring that back to the team, that would be amazing. There were some rumors that he goes to Charlotte for Nick Richards or anything, something like that. But you know, like, he's an X factor. I completely agree, because if he stays healthy, he's exactly what they need. You know, he can bring something to the team. The rebounding, the offensive rebound, they need so much, especially after Isaiah Hartenstein left the team. So love the pick, love it, man. OKC Thunder, J-Dub. I mean, is he going to be an MVP candidate at some point in his career? The defense is very good, a very smart player, definitely a max player. The interesting thing is going to be if they can keep the team together going forward, or is he going to a different team, becomes number one guy and becomes an MVP candidate. I could definitely see that happening. So yeah, for now, definitely an X factor. Alex Caruso could be named as well, but I'm not mad. Or actually, Isaiah Hartenstein should also be in the conversation as an X factor for the OKC Thunder. Orlando Magic, Jalen Suggs, yeah, his defense and everything, and just hustling mentality. He got a huge contract. I was kind of surprised that the Magic gave him pretty much the max. So I'm not sure how that will age, especially because of his injury problems. But you know, I mean, you can't be mad at them, right? Jalen Suggs, a great player. He's definitely an X factor. I also consider Moritz Wagner as an X factor, because of his personality, because of his energy when he comes off the bench. He just gets everybody involved, gets the fans involved, and it's just a great player as well. So Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid, yeah, I mean, definitely an X factor because he's a monster, right? He can shoot a three, he can rebound, he can pass, he can do everything. He's an MVP, right? So yeah, definitely an X factor, no brainer. It's like Jokic is an X factor, no brainer. Phoenix Suns, Cody Martin, they brought him in some trade or whatever. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't watch a lot of Suns games. I don't watch a lot of Cody Martin, so I can't really say anything about it. Scoot Henderson, Portland Trail Blazers. He has looked very good. Yeah, just this month has been very good for him. You know, like, I'm happy for him. I hope he doesn't become a bust and just keeps improving, and yeah, it's just a fun player to watch. The Portland Trail Blazers, definitely a team I have not watched enough. Like, I'm kind of upset now when I think about it. I want to watch more Portland Trail Blazers games. Shaden Sharp should be mentioned as well, but he's always hurt. So Scoot is going to be interesting. Sacramento Kings, Jonas Valanciunas. Yes, man, such an underrated player. I love Jonas Valanciunas, man. I don't know why anybody talks about him. Can shoot the mid-range, can shoot the three a little bit, rebound, gets everybody involved, can set some screens, and just a good player, man. If he keeps coming off the bench, he should be the sixth man this year. And yeah, like I said, man, just I would have loved him in maybe in a Knicks uniform. But now with the Kings also, I'm not mad at it, man. I love him, man. I really do. One of my favorite players. I'm not even lying, man. San Antonio Spurs, Stephon Castle. I mean, Wemby is the obvious pick because, yeah, once again, he's just an alien, man. Like, he can do things, yeah, there's no doubt about it, right? But Stephon Castle, also a solid pick. And Toronto Raptors, BI, what does he bring to the team? I've not watched some Raptors games yet. So, yeah, I can't say much about it. And the Utah Jazz, Isaiah Collier, yeah, interesting. 11 points, 8.5 assists per game. Yeah, good numbers, and yeah, hopefully it can become something, right? Last team, Alexander Sarr for the Washington Wizards. Yeah, don't mind it, you know. Actually, now I'm thinking of Sarr. Maybe why is Zachary Sachet not mentioned with the Atlanta Hawks? So yeah, but Alex Sarr with the Wizards is fine. So yeah. Interesting article, man. Let me know what you guys think. Your opinion matters to me. And yeah, I love you guys. See you at the next one. Peace.